What's going on, guys? Adam here with AtoZbodyfitness, and today we're going to go over a short video of why you're not losing your weight. Alright, so to get right into it, the first thing is you're not in a calorie deficit. That's number one. I know a lot of people will think that they're in a calorie deficit, or they think they're eating healthy, which puts them in a calorie deficit, or they think eating healthy automatically is going to cause them to lose weight. It's your total calories in the long run. Yes, it does break down under that, but if you're in a caloric deficit, you will lose the weight. So the first thing is you need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. Now, how do you do that? You track what you're eating. I know a lot of people like to intuitively eat, or they just don't like to track what they're eating in general. They don't like to look at their calories. But that's the best way in order for you to understand how much weight you need to lose and how much weight you've lost and you're going to lose, right? So you want to track your calories. It's really not that bad. It's not that hard. And it'll really open up your eyes to see if you're actually in a caloric deficit or if you're not, or to see what foods have high calories, low calories, so on and so forth. I guarantee you by doing this, you're going to learn a lot more than just you wanting to lose the weight that you currently aren't losing. So track your calories, and the first thing is obviously to be in a caloric deficit. All right, the second thing is, and I kind of touched base on it already, is low calorie dense foods. So when you're in a caloric deficit, having low calorie dense foods means that foods that have a lower amount of density in them, which have lower amount of calories, okay? Doing this is going to ensure that you're going to lose weight. You can have lower calorie dense foods, generally fill up on them. Not always, okay? You have to obviously see which one it is, but more often than not, you can fill up on them and you can feel full and still be in a caloric deficit, okay? That's why I always suggest people to have low calorie dense foods. I have other videos suggesting what type of foods they are. I give my clients a list of low calorie dense foods that they can have, where to buy them, what kind of foods that you can create, even delicious. I'm not just talking about like vegetables, and certain grain foods that are low calorie foods. I'm talking about actual meals that taste good, that you can eat, that you can still enjoy, that still basically feed your hunger and allow you to feed your appetite properly. Just feel good about having low calorie dense meals that taste good and that fill you up. You can have those meals, they're out there. One thing I always suggest is go to the grocery store, look for those like 50% off calorie type items or fat-free items. Those things are going to have less calories in them. You can take them and replace them with other things. Just as an example, like some can be mayonnaise, other can be cheese, certain cereals, they're there. You just have to look for them, like barbecue sauces, even certain sauces for salads. Things of that nature, they have those items in grocery stores that have a lower calorie point, whereas you can generally eat more of it and still be in a caloric deficit. Now, this isn't going to stop you from not counting your calories, okay? It's just going to allow you to feel more full and feel better when you eat certain foods because of the low calorie dense calorie points to it, okay? Just means that, like I said, you're able to have more with a certain meal and feel full and not feel like you're starving yourself, okay? That's the main thing here. But you have to go out there, you have to take a look, you have to understand basically where these foods are, what foods they are, what type of sauces they are, even drinks, so on and so forth. Like I said, I give them to my clients quite often, and they find it very easy in order to lose weight because they can still eat generally what they like while having a higher amount of quantity at the same time. So second thing is make sure you find those low calorie dense foods and apply it. All right, the third thing is your total daily energy expenditure, your TDEE, okay? So how much energy are you expending throughout the day? How much are you basically burning, releasing? How much is your body moving? This is all gonna add up at the end of the day, day after day, week after week, right? So the more that you move, the better it is. You'll probably, not probably, you will burn more calories during the day if you move more than you would if you work out. It doesn't mean that obviously you should neglect working out, because at the end of the day you get many benefits from doing cardio and you get a lot of benefits from weightlifting other than just putting on muscle and getting stronger, okay? We need it, the more that we age, we need to do those things in order to help essentially, obviously not reverse the aging process, but help keep us younger and help keep our bodies structured to the best that they can be, right? But at the end of the day, if you're somebody that doesn't move around a lot because you're always in a position or you're always in a career that doesn't allow you to move as much, get up and move around for a few minutes. Take time out of your day if you can to go for a walk after work. Start incorporating maybe a little bit of a run. Do something that's going to allow you to move around more. And try not to basically settle in the mindset of saying, you know, I have kids, I do this after work, I work so many hours a day. Although all those are valid excuses, it's not going to change the fact that you're not going to be moving as much and not burning as many calories. It doesn't mean you have to do this every day. You can start it once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. I would suggest trying at least to implement it 3 times a week, but you work to what your schedule is, as you know what you can do and what your hours will allow you to do during the day. Only you would know that, right? But bottom line is, try and expend more energy throughout the day just by moving around, getting out, going for walks, and just moving around in general. The next one, I'm sure everybody understands, is obviously exercise. Now, this pertains to weightlifting and cardio. When you're doing weightlifting, if you're just starting out, I wouldn't suggest doing this right away. Some people can. Everybody doesn't start off at the same point. Some people are stronger than others. Other people get exercises a lot faster than other individuals. So it really pertains to where you are, what you understand, how you're able to handle the exercises. But I would include more strength training. When you do more strength training, you actually do burn more calories because of the amount of pressure that you're putting your body under to actually lift the weight and perform the exercise, right? So this adds up over time. You actually build more lean tissue when you do this. More lean tissue requires your body to take in more calories, and it also burns a little bit more calories as well. And when you keep compounding that over time, day after day, year after, or month after month, year after year, it's gonna have a compounding effect, like I said, in order for your body to burn more calories. So it's good to strength train to basically not only, like I said, increase strength, but also to help put on a little bit more tissue over time, which is gonna help burn more calories and also allow you to burn more calories during your workout at the same time. Now, the other thing is doing cardio. I don't know why people neglect cardio, or they have the idea that although it is true that you don't need to do cardio to lose weight, why wouldn't you want to? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna burn more calories, you're gonna strengthen your heart, which if you strengthen your heart, any study that you go look at, and even just common sense will tell you that you're gonna live longer, generally speaking. I know there's a lot of other additives in order that come with that as well when it comes to the longevity of your life. Regardless of the fact, stronger heart, live longer, healthier body, right? It's not that hard to understand. And you're gonna be burning more calories at the same time. You're also going to get better at burning those calories the more you do cardio. You don't actually burn less, which is false. You burn more because you become a better oiled machine, so to speak. You become stronger, you get better, you burn more. Your body becomes more efficient at burning calories. It doesn't become less. So I would encourage people, although again, you don't have to do cardio in order to burn more calories and in order to get to the weight that you want, but it's only gonna benefit you. You can add it in 3 times a week at 20 minutes and then go from there. I do cardio every single day. I do cardio on the bike or on the treadmill. I have battle ropes in here. I would go out for a run in the summertime. I generally do minimum 15 to 20 minutes around there. Sometimes I do a bit more. And I've still been able to maintain all the muscle that I have on my body. I haven't lost any. So again, and it also helps to maintain my weight as well. So again, I would encourage people adding cardio. You're only going to burn more calories. You're going to strengthen your heart. Your cardiovascular system is going to get stronger, which also, if your cardiovascular system gets stronger, it's going to help you with weightlifting as well. So I would highly suggest that you guys add that in. And then the last thing, although it somewhat pertains to what we're talking about, but not exactly, but I feel like I should mention this. You have to understand, not everybody burns calories at the same rate, okay? Everybody comes from different walks of life. Everything from what injuries you've had, that could be slowing you down to this current day because you're not able to move as much, what injuries you currently have, how your body burns calories. Like I said, everybody burns calories at a different rate. How much power output you have when you work out, how long you can last when you are performing exercises, how hard you push, what your threshold is. Like, all these things matter when it comes to how many calories you burn. Now, although I mention these things, don't get hung up on them. The one thing you just want to understand is go to the gym, okay, or at home, whatever, do your hour, 45 minutes, hour and 15 minutes of workout, whatever the case may be, add in the weight training and the cardio, make sure, as always, you're going to be in a caloric deficit, stick to having low calorie dense foods, okay, and then the weight will come off. It'll keep coming off. If you get off track and you don't completely keep doing those things every week, you're not going to lose the weight. I know sometimes it might seem that you're not losing the weight, or you're even losing weight at a very slow pace, or you're comparing yourself to somebody else, which you should never do, because like I said, you burn calories at a different rate than somebody else. It'll come off. You have to stick with it. It's not weight loss and even furthermore muscle building, but we'll just stick to weight loss for this video. Weight loss, again, it's a bit of a bumpy, curvy, whatever you want to call it, road. It's not just a straight trajectory that you are going to lose this amount of weight in this amount of time. Although it does happen for some people, more often than not, it doesn't, because life throws things in your way. All the things that I listed not too long ago play a factor into how much weight you're going to lose. You have other things that appear in your life that may slow you down. You get off track because of certain situations that happen. Your mindset's not always there. Like, there's a lot of factors, but the main thing is to stick to it as best as possible, okay? And create progressive overload. And what I mean by that is the stronger that you get, the more you add into your workouts and your cardio. You get stronger, add another 5 minutes, 3 weeks from now, a month from now, whatever you feel like, or 2 weeks from now. You be the best judge of what you can handle. You've gotten stronger during weightlifting. Okay, add another 10 pounds when you're doing the leg press, or if you're doing squats, or if you're doing a bench press, or whatever the case may be. Progressively make it harder for yourself, okay? And if you stick to these things, you do it day in and day out, you stay, especially, like I said, with nutrition, in a caloric deficit and you're eating low calorie dense foods, the weight will continue to come off. You might even feel like you hit a plateau at some point where you've lost a certain amount of weight and you can't lose more. Just keep pushing through. You will continue to lose the weight. Your body regulates itself. You will get to the weight you eventually want to get to. It might even take a few months, maybe a year, whatever the case may be. But don't give up, the results will come. All right, guys, that's the end for this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, comment, and share the video. Let me know what you think down below and if you've had any trouble at all when it comes to weight loss, and I'll see you guys in the next video.